He was arrested and sent to prison for shooting and killing two black men who allegedly attempted to steal from him. Watch what happened to him in prison. Welcome to Movie Mix Recap. Subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification button for more interesting videos. Danny Vinyard, a high school student, stirs controversy in his history class by submitting an essay analyzing Adolf Hitler's Mein Kampf, which he presents as a misunderstood work. His Jewish teacher, Murray, is outraged and escalates the matter to the school administration. Dr. Bob Sweeney, the African-American principal, intervenes. Instead of expelling Danny, he offers an alternative. Danny must study history directly under him in a special course called American History X, and write a paper exploring the life and actions of his older brother, Derek, a former neo-Nazi leader who happens to be released from prison that same day. Years earlier, the Vinyard family was struck by tragedy when Danny and Derek's father, a firefighter, was fatally shot by a black drug dealer while responding to a fire in a dangerous neighborhood. This loss devastated the family, especially Derek, who spiraled into anger and hatred. Consumed by grief, Derek delivers a televised rant blaming minorities for his father's death and societal decline. This tirade catches the attention of Cameron Alexander, a charismatic but manipulative white supremacist leader. Cameron grooms Derek, positioning him as the face of a Venice Beach-based neo-Nazi gang, the Disciples of Cameron, DOC. Derek's influence grows, and he becomes a key figure in the local white supremacist movement. Derek's leadership leads to a series of violent confrontations. In one instance, he organizes a basketball game against a group of black players, wagering control of the court. Derek's skill and aggression secure a victory, solidifying his dominance. He later orchestrates a brutal raid on an Asian-owned grocery store that employs immigrant workers, smashing property and assaulting employees while delivering hate-filled rhetoric. These actions further entrench his reputation within the DOC but alienate his family. At home, tensions reach a boiling point during a family dinner when Derek's mother, Doris, invites Murray, her boyfriend, over. The conversation shifts to the Rodney King beating and the subsequent 1992 Los Angeles riots, leading to a heated argument. Derek's overt racism and verbal abuse toward Murray escalate into physical violence against his sister, Davina. Doris, horrified, orders Derek to leave their home. Derek's violent path culminates when a group of Crips attempts to steal his truck. Alerted by Danny, Derek confronts them with a gun, killing one and viciously curb-stomping another as Danny watches in shock. The police arrive, and Derek is arrested, sentenced to 3 years in prison for voluntary manslaughter. In prison, Derek's journey takes an unexpected turn. He joins the Aryan Brotherhood for protection, but grows disillusioned upon discovering their hypocrisy. They collaborate with Mexican gangs to smuggle drugs, betraying the white supremacist ideology they preach. Isolated, Derek forms an unlikely friendship with Lamont, a black inmate assigned as his laundry workmate. Through their conversations, Derek begins to question his beliefs, recognizing the futility of hate. When Derek openly rejects the Aryan Brotherhood, they retaliate by savagely beating and raping him in the communal showers. In the hospital wing, a vulnerable Derek is visited by Dr. Sweeney, who challenges him to take responsibility for his actions and warns that Danny is following the same destructive path. With Lamont's support, Derek survives his remaining sentence and leaves prison a changed man. Returning home, Derek discovers that Danny has embraced the neo-Nazi lifestyle, idolizing him and becoming deeply involved with the DOC. Derek's attempts to dissuade Danny are met with resistance, as Danny feels betrayed by his brother's newfound stance. Meanwhile, Derek's former best friend, Seth, and ex-girlfriend, Stacy, continue to influence Danny, reinforcing his allegiance to the group. Determined to sever ties with his past, Derek confronts Cameron at a DOC party. Accusing Cameron of exploiting him and others for personal gain, Derek announces his departure from the group. When Cameron mocks him, Derek violently attacks him, leading to a chaotic brawl. Seth and other members turn on Derek, with Seth even pulling a gun. But Derek manages to disarm him and escape. Back home, Derek and Danny reconcile. Derek shares his harrowing prison experience, urging Danny to rethink his choices. Together, they remove the neo-Nazi paraphernalia from their shared bedroom, symbolizing their commitment to change. The next morning, Danny finishes his paper for Dr. Sweeney, reflecting on how their father's prejudices shaped Derek's initial beliefs. At school, a confrontation with a black student from the previous day takes a tragic turn. The student ambushes Danny in the bathroom, shooting him dead. Hearing the news, Derek rushes to the school, pushing through the crowd to find Danny's lifeless body. Cradling his brother in his arms, Derek breaks down, consumed by guilt and grief. In a voiceover, Danny's essay concludes with a poignant quote from Abraham Lincoln, urging unity and understanding. "We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strained, it must not break our bonds of affection."
If you enjoyed this video, please do well to like, subscribe, and comment on what movies you want us to review for you. Also, turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks, and see you in the next video.